First off, I want to give all praises and glory to the Most High Yahweh in the name of His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. Salutations to all the brothers that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. And peace, blessings, and healings onto the elect. And today, I want to get a little bit of this article. Trump supporters are staging armed protests to stick it to coronavirus. And this other article I got, Secret National Guard unit ready to enforce martial law in Washington, D.C. And both of these are, can go well together because you got the Trump supporters can bring in martial law for protesting and all that shit because the lockdowns are extending and, America's never going to go back to normalcy. So it is what it is. And I want to get these tweets by Donald Trump. He tweeted these yesterday. He said, "Liberate Virginia and save your Second Amendment. It's under siege. Liberate Michigan. Liberate Minnesota." Yeah. So, Trump is throwing wood on the fire. And it is what it is. We at the end of this thing. But I'm going to start reading. In the capital cities of Michigan, Kentucky, and North Carolina, hundreds of conservatives staged protests on Wednesday against social distancing orders, and top right-wing media figures are cheering them on. Like Donald Trump, he cheering them on, saying liberate Michigan, liberate Minnesota, liberate Virginia. Like, come on, man. Despite coronavirus causing over 30,000 deaths in America alone, the pro-Trump and largely maskless protesters, some of who flew Confederate flags and open carry AR-15 and AK-47 variants, gathered to demand an end to outbreak reduction efforts and a premature return to normalcy. But people don't know that America is not going to be healed, bro. So, I'm not really going to read the rest. It's just things are going to get worse and worse as you got these guys starting to go to the Capitol building and doing whatever the hell they got to do, fight for America, but we got nothing to do with that. This is Matthew 12:26, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? You got Satan versus Satan, right? Esau versus Esau, Egyptian versus Egyptian. That's what's going to happen in these times to come. It is what it is. And now I want to get this article. Secret National Guard unit ready to enforce martial law in Washington, D.C. Ever since governors started calling up National Guard units last month, the Pentagon has insisted that the soldiers remain firmly under the command of the governors that called them up, and that the Pentagon isn't using the troops to plan for any federal secret mission or martial law should the crisis spiral out of control and threaten continuity of the government. Now a report in Newsweek purports to prove that the Pentagon lied. In reality, 10,000 soldier strong National Guard unit has been deployed to the Capitol area with a secret assignment to enforce martial law in Washington, D.C. and help evacuate lawmakers, top governor officials if things go south. In reality, the Joint Task Force is already 10K strong and is already 24/7 alert. So things are going to get worse. We're at the beginning of sorrows, but it's not going to be the beginning anymore. Things are going to be cracking out here. And yet the activation of Joint Task Force National Capital Region, including almost 10,000 unformed personnel to carry out its special orders, contradicts those assurances. JTF NCR is not only real and operating, reporting directly to the Security of Defense for some of its missions, but some of its units are already on 24/7 alert, specially suggested on military bases and kept out of coronavirus support duties to ensure their readiness. So, you know, they already been setting up, right? You already been seeing tanks go places, military vehicles go here, go there, you know, because you just need that last shoe to drop and things gonna be bracking out here, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And you know, that's right here. You know, because these people eventually they're going to fight against the government, you know. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Just like these people. They're not regarding the stay-at-home order. They're still out there protesting, you know what I'm saying? A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That's martial law. You know, because when they lock this shit down, you ain't going to be able to go nowhere. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. You know, because there's going to be food shortages out here. But that's all I got for today. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. And call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Raha, Kodash.